And welcome to the freaking weekend, everyone. I'm Jackie Lucas.
And I am Weather Jeff coming at you on the first podcast of summer, officially. Happy summer, everybody.
Summertime.
Of course, probably going to be the theme of things mostly here today, talking about summer activities, what to do around Long Island. We had a little break, a little hiatus, some busy weeks. Jackie doing a real cool event last week. I'm jealous I didn't get to go to because I love food and I love Lydia. Jackie, if you want to tell us a little bit about that. That was
we through the Catholic Faith Network, we had a Real Food Live event hosted by Monsignor Jim, who is the president and CEO of CFN, and then also Lydia. Do you know how to pronounce her last name? I don't want to butcher it.
It's Bastianich.
Bastianich, yes. So it was this awesome event at the Garden City Hotel on Long Island, and they cooked for everybody and did different segments, and everybody got to eat the food that they were cooking, and some people got to interact with them. So, and your wife was there with your mother-in-law too.
That's right. A little gift to her for watching Luca all this time. I wouldn't even have thought to do that or buy the ticket. But every time I would go over there, or not every time, but a lot of times I'd go over there and I would see, and I didn't even know about Lydia. Like, I'm not a big cooking show guy, but that was always on when we would go over there for like dinner or whatever. And then so when I saw you post about it, I was like, oh man, wouldn't that be cool if we, could get her in there? So, that was a cool opportunity that you had to be a part of through CFN and my wife and mother-in-law to go. And I was sitting home very, very jealous with the baby, but hey, that's all right. I said, bring back some recipe ideas. That's the one thing I would like you to do. So,
well, you got a book, which one of them got a book and a wooden spoon and with recipes and stuff, which I thought was a really cool touch,
Yes.
to be there and see the event. Cause that was the first time they've ever done a live cooking show event as a fundraiser too. And the room was packed. They were maxed out and everyone seemed to have a really good time and enjoy it and enjoy the food and the little goodies. Who doesn't like goodies, of cookbooks and everything else? So,
and you all got to, you got to try the cooking, or was that was like a separate event, a mini event or something of another, but like you got to actually eat her food?
So basically, like the recipes that they were cooking, the chefs in the back of the Garden City Hotel were cooking those recipes to a T, to the point where I'm pretty sure Lydia, I heard, was in the kitchen hours before with the staff, basically making sure that everything was going to be at, her expectations of, these recipes and stuff. Right. So, and I heard the food was good. I don't know what did they say? They liked it?
Oh, they had a wonderful time. Yeah, and it was so nice seeing you there as well, because it was like Jackie's running around, and everybody at the table that was sitting with them was like, "Oh yeah, we're from Northport, we're big Jackie fans." Yeah, and I'm like, "Oh, did you tell him who you were?" And she was like, "No, I'm like embarrassed. I didn't want to I'm like, "Well, if they know Jackie, they probably know me, so you could have introduced yourself." But anyway, all that matters, they had a good time, and you had a good time, and it was a good event, and definitely a good event for CFN to to broadcast. So
absolutely.
Super cool. That was one of many reasons. I'm not blaming our week off.
No, listen, I'll tell you this much, because because of COVID, schools didn't have any activities for these last bunch of years. So now come this school year, the end of the school year, 3 kids in school, I'll tell you, basically every week I had 2 different things related to school events and everything else leading up to the end of school, this week and stuff. So it's been insane. And that's another reason why my schedule was crazy, to try to coordinate that between that and all the sports that we're doing in the evenings. It's, right. But we're here now. So you have any good plans for summer?
I mean, the weekends are definitely starting to fill up. The freaking weekends are starting to fill up, which I'm not really entirely used to that. I mean, when we did our gig, we got an early start, so we had some daylight, hours to work with. But I really was not a huge fan of jam packing every weekend because it's tough. It's tough when you're working half the day and then you come home, you're a little
Yeah.
tired, but it's the weekend. You get that adrenaline, that second win where you want to go, and the weather's, especially when the weather's nice, you want to go out and do things. But having a Monday through Friday schedule these days is odd. It's been a while, and so they've really been filling up pretty nicely. Uh, I'm looking at my calendar now. Yeah, like June has been nuts. June has been crazy.
Yeah.
And we have this last weekend. I can't believe I'm saying that we're in the last weekend of June here.
I can't believe that either.
4th of July is staring down our necks here, and yeah, we just had the first day of summer. We just had the summer solstice. We have our latest sunsets right now. That I hate that it clouds my view of let's enjoy the summer, but I'm like already like, oh no, the days are going to start getting shorter soon. So I'm loving, I really, May into June is like my favorite time of year because you're still building into summer. It's not officially summer, but we had some really warm stretches. We had some 90-degree days in May. So it felt like summer. First of all, the lawn, I'm a big dad lawn guy now. The lawn looks the nicest of the year. It's never going to look as nice as it has these past couple of weeks because then it starts getting ridiculously hot and humid, and the grass just, it starts getting a little discolored, dries out in the hot sun no matter how many times you water it. And then it'll rain, you have like a thunderstormy pattern. Every day it rains, and then it's too much water for the grass. It's July and August are never kind to the lawn. So just with the flowers, I love the end of spring into summer. So this is like coming right out of my favorite time of year. And then it starts getting really humid, as I said, and almost oppressively hot. So I'm loving it right now. And then 4th of July comes and you snap and it's like September. So I hate how it speeds up in these next couple of weeks. So I'm going to just try to savor. I'm savoring these days. Like the other day, this Monday, this week, absolutely perfect, like 78 and sunny and not humid. Those are the days that I love. So it's been pretty good weekend weather. I've been enjoying it in that sense, having some barbecues. We have a pool party this weekend.
Hey.
So looking forward to that. And then, we're also trying to find that balance because daycare has some days where they're not in session now. I'm sure the kids are doing sports camps or something of another, right?
Yeah, that's what the plan is. Sports camps every week, but they're so expensive. Actually, I can't even complain because the ones that I'm taking them to are not even that expensive, but I just don't know how people do it. I don't know how people do it with multiple kids and everything else. And basically, like you're saying about your weekends basically being jam-packed, I think we have travel lacrosse tournaments for the next 3 or 4 weeks, except for July 4th weekend. So basically every week in July, like we're going to be on a lacrosse field, which I'm not complaining. I love it. I love watching, and then we'll just go home and we'll jump in the pool, and that's going to be summer.
I mean, if my son loves it, A, and B, hopefully is good at it when that stuff starts coming around in life, I'm not going to be mad at it. But that just sounds so, exhausting, especially some of those tournaments are bound to be like 90 degrees plus.
Yeah, it's going to be 90 degrees and it's
all day.
It's all day. It's like 3 games. And then if you make it to the championship, it's a 4th game. Yeah. So everybody brings tents and chairs and assigned food and what to bring, drinks, this, that, and stuff. I mean, it's definitely cool, but.
I mean, are they all on Long Island or are they in like, New York State?
We have one. So a lot of them, I think when they get older, they travel to like Pennsylvania and Delaware and that. But the furthest we're going is Lake George, which kind of is pretty far if you think about it.
That's not close.
No, it's not, especially with gas prices. So
right. See, as someone who does a lot of traveling for work during the week, like that, the thought of that sounds frankly sounds miserable. But again, once that's several years away. Assuming he even likes sports, he could be like, "Mom, Dad, I want to do ballet or like piano or something."
Let him try everything.
Whatever he likes, that's fine. And hopefully, I won't be traveling so much for work at that point where I won't mind driving. I mean, Lake George, you make a weekend out of that. That sounds actually kind of nice.
No, we're gonna
rather
go
than
up,
like the middle of like Pennsylvania where it's like super hot. At least you'd be near a body of water or something, and can do some stuff after the tournament's over. That sounds pretty cool.
yeah, and I don't really like traveling per se during the summer. I know a lot of people go away, and I get it because kids are off from school and whatever else. Or if you're a teacher, you can only, go away certain points. But I just think it's so silly to go somewhere when literally we wait for this weather to be gorgeous and be able to enjoy the
Yeah.
beaches and everything outdoors that Long Island has to offer. So I like doing going to the local beaches and going on my dad has like a little boat and the kids can go fishing and doing things like that outside and
Yeah.
enjoying the pool instead of traveling and stuff. So we're not really going to be traveling anywhere.
I agree with you. I mean, travel is, as much as I love it, being busy with a baby and having, all the things going on in life, I'm starting to appreciate the value of a staycation. And we have beautiful beaches nearby to do on the vacation. And, it's not like we're sitting in the middle of nowhere and, or we live in an ugly place or something like that. We live in a nice place, as you said. So I definitely do value the days where I'm just sitting at home doing housework, doing yard work, doing nothing. Obviously, it's going to get a little too hot for yard work. That's another reason I'm trying to get everything done now, trying to just getting the mulch down. So summer is a double-edged sword. It really is.
It always fascinates me. I have a laugh too when I have conversations like with my friends that were like parents now, and stuff. If you thought even like 5 years ago, Jeff, that you'd be like getting this excited about your lawn and like mulching and like dad stuff, would you be like, like I'm like, hey, this new vacuum cleaner I got, and can you believe this and that? This gets a stain out of quartz. Like,
I was doing something the other day, like I'm sweeping like this weird part of my deck, but I just wanted it all to be clean, and I'm like, what am I even doing right now? Like I gotta be up in like 8 hours. Like I need to like go get ready for bed and like relax. And I'm like, nope, gotta sweep this little crevice over here. Like it's just weird the pride you take, when it's yours and you do these things. And again, very hard to explain until you experience it. So yeah, I don't expect, like if you were telling 5-year-old me, I'd be like, what? No.
Not 5-year-old. I meant like 5 years ago. Like you're,
what
how
I
old
meant,
are you again?
5 years ago, old me.
Yeah, how old are you?
I don't give my age out on this podcast. Excuse me. You don't ask a gentleman. No. 30 something. We'll just say that.
Would you have been in your 20s 5 years ago? Yeah, right? Because you're that young?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, you just made me feel old.
Hello. Don't even get me started.
It's relative. I get it.
Listen, I'll say this much, and happy belated Father's Day, by the way. Did you have a good Father's Day?
I did. Yeah, that's
not your first Father's Day, right? Though,
yeah,
or is that's your first Father's Day? Oh.
Yeah, what's the church lady? We were watching what's that movie? I Love You, Man. Where with Paul Rudd, and he tries to do he just fails at every accent he tries to do in that movie, and he's like, what's that the SNL with the Dana Carvey, and he goes, oh, the church lady, isn't that he sounds like a leprechaun when isn't that special? No, it was a really special Father's Day, and it was weird. It was weird to have this holiday that you go your entire life and you're celebrating other people, and then you're like now a part of it. It's just weird. That's when everyone's like, how's it feel? I'm like, it's just weird. It's like, this is a day this is like a new holiday that just popped out of nowhere.
That is awesome.
The weather was stellar. It was a little cool on last Saturday. And then it got like it was nice when the sun was out, and then it got cloudy. And then it was like, back to April weather. But then no, the next day it was a little breezy, but like sunny and just comfortably warm. So we did that. We went to a park. It was beautiful. I spent it with my dad. So we had 3 generations of Banson boys. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool. So, by the way, for those of you watching on YouTube, see me like doing swims with my shoulder here. I think I might have a micro tear in my labrum. So I'm getting old. I'm very active still, and my body is starting to rebel on me. So, Jackie, I
There you go.
I know you think I'm a baby, relatively speaking, but I'm starting to show the
listen.
cracks here. So,
Oh my goodness. Well, I keep looking, unfortunately, at the time because my 3 right now have a flag football game that's about to start. So this podcast is going to have to be cut short this week, but we promise we'll bring you a longer, more in-depth podcast the following.
yes, we're easing back into it, you know.
So I'm going to let you say a brief goodbye because I have to GO.
Bye-bye. Okay, well, I hope everybody enjoys the first freaking weekend of summer, whatever you're doing. The weather looks good for sure, so make sure to get out and enjoy it and have fun in the sun. Wear your sunscreen, drink plenty of fluids. It looks a little bit on the warm side, but hey, tis the season for that. We'll be back with a patriotic 4th of July episode next week. Can't believe I'm saying that. By the way, I'm ready for it. I got the patriotic socks on. Let's go. 4th of July.
Oh, stars and stripes. We go.
All right. And we'll have lots more going on. We do have some guests lined up for the coming weeks. I'm still buzzing over our DJ Chef episode. That was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
Yeah. And
all right, everybody. You're so long-winded. You want me to go? I'm going to go. I'm going to sign off, and then Jeff's going to continue talking, and I can't wait to watch and listen to this. All right, enjoy your freaking weekend, everyone. Jeff's going to sign you out.
I'm going to sign your... She just left. Oh no! Oh, I thought you were just gonna leave the camera open, but no. All right. Yeah, I'm not gonna really say much. Wow, it's so weird being solo, freaking weekend solo style. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful weekend and shoot us some ideas. We, by the way, the freaking weekend podcast at gmail.com. Please reach out to us. Give us some ideas. Of things to talk about for future podcast episodes. Comment, let us know if we're doing something or we're not doing something that you want to hear, or you like something that we're doing, so we do more of it. And follow us on your preferred platform, your method of choice, either YouTube. Make sure to subscribe and like our videos, and you can listen to us Spotify, iTunes, Apple. No, that is Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, and Amazon Podcasts as well. So plenty of ways to reach out to us because can you comment on those platforms? I know you comment on YouTube, so you can certainly comment there. But again, the easiest way and the best way is the freaking weekend podcast at gmail.com. We both get it, so we'll both see it, and we can plan accordingly for future podcast episodes on that. All right, everybody, take care. We'll see you next time on the freaking weekend.